Beautiful people, I hope you guys are all having a great day. In this video, we're going to be getting the hull to the point of fiberglassing. So we're going to be adding some parts, the rails and the sides, some bulkheads, and then we're going to finalize the stitching and glue up all the seams. Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing great, and I just wanted to take a second to show you guys what I am actually doing in order to help bring this video to you. Alright, so first of all, I am currently uploading a bunch of video for the next episode, and second of all, I've invested. So I got a mount for my GoPro on my head so that you guys can like have a first person view when I'm working on stuff, and I got this handy like camera holder for this tripod that Liz brought back from the like thrift store, and I got another one for the real tripod that I use most of the time. So the next episode, well, not the next episode, but the episode after the next episode should be off the chain. Just all sorts of stuff, time lapses, first person view, 360, handheld, all the shots. All right, I do this for you. I'm going to draw the boat's butt. So basically the stern part of the boat that holds the sides in a nice V shape. I'm going to make a line, and this would be the center line of the boat's butt, and I'm going to make that line 6 inches long, and then I want to come down 3/4 of an inch, and then I want to go out half of 3.5 inches. So I'm going to type in 3.5 and then say divide by 2. A diagonal line there, and then I can make a diagonal line down to the bottom. And this would be half of what I want. So to make the other half, I can just click mirror and select the center line that I originally made as the mirror line, and there you have the boat's butt. And it is 7/8. There it is, the boat's butt. Now that the kayak is all stitched up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bulkheads and stitch them in, stretching the kayak out so that it's as wide as I want it to be where I'm going to be sitting, because I really want to make sure that this boat comes out the right width. We're going to start out with the rear bulkhead, and what we're doing is we're going to use a cloth tape. We're going to measure from the center of the boat out to the edge, and I have 8 and it looks like 8 and 3/32. And then we're going to measure up the side, and I have 5 and 5/8. So after measuring, I made some changes to this sketch. So I went out and measured the other boat, the boat that this is based on, and this vertical distance, so from here to here in that boat, is 9 inches. If I were to make this 7 and this 2, like, it starts giving the boat a much rounder feel. I want to make it much flatter. So I'm compromising and I came down to 6.5 and 1.5. This is the template for the bulkhead. I used rubber cement to glue the template onto some scrap wood, which is just some scrap marine grade plywood from another boat that I made. Keep your scraps because you need them. And I can get this cut out, and then we'll stitch it into the boat. That boom, just like that. All right, these poles get fitted along the side of the boat. So it's actually easiest to start in the front and work your way back. I went along the edge and used a pencil and marked the line, basically where this lines up with the body, right? So here on this side we're going to trim all of this off. Here on this side we're going to trim all of that off, and that way these two basically poles, right, are going to be kind of the backbone for the whole boat. I have a Toyota Camry, and it's a 2005, and it is, well, it's a car. And to be honest, it's a great car. It's comfortable, it goes, it always starts, it always works, everything's great, right? So, a couple years ago, some birds decided to bust into our eaves, and they were up there. Let's see if I can do this. I'm not very good at this. They were up there, and they busted into the eaves, and they were like nesting inside of the eaves above our bathroom. And that was fine until a squirrel decided to move into their nest, and he died. So we had a dead squirrel in our ceiling. So I boarded over all of that, and I built them a bird's nest. And there it is. And as these birds have been flying in and out of that bird's nest, they've been pooping all over my Toyota Camry, right? But what's really nice is that so far they've been respectful of the Audi TT, right? Great. They're respecting the Audi TT. Well, this morning I came outside and found that. This right here is a giant Poop. Giant poop. Okay, so here's the deal. Birds, consider yourselves warned. Alright? Your time is coming. Last summer, I started building these wooden boats, kind of the beginning of the pandemic, and in order to have a dry place to build them, I built a shed. Now, legally, you can't have a shed that's bigger than a certain size without getting permits. And I didn't want to get permits, so the shed is limited to being 16 feet long and 12 feet wide on the inside. Now, the problem with that, when you build 16-foot boats, is that that's how they fit inside of the shed. Why aren't you working on the kayak, you ask? Because first, I have to fix a toilet. First thing I'm going to do is turn off the water. Time to get back to the kayak. It is Sunday afternoon, and I am going to de-stitchify the kayak. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut out all of the stitches so the kayak looks less like a porcupine and more like a boat. Now that I'm done pulling all the pins out, I'm going to sand this down with the angle grinder with a sanding flap wheel on it. And that way I'll get rid of all the sharp pokey bits that are sticking out, and I can start shaping the hull into a more kayak-y shape. Here's where I ended up after yesterday with the sanding, or with the grinding basically. Everything is all kind of smoothed out, and next I'm going to sand the whole thing, and I will work my way up to probably 220 grit, and we'll do that in the next episode. I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I can't wait to see all of you guys with your boats out on the water. All right, I'll see you soon.